My father passed away 3 months after I was born.
Okay.
So I left Mama with all those children.
How many?
7 of us.
Okay.
2 older sisters. Read advertisement was asking for it's the youth, YW. You know what we are. The recruiter says young. I get mixed up.
National Youth Association.
Yeah, National Youth Association.
Right.
And I happened to see that, and I applied for it, and they called me.
Okay. So like, were you walking down the street or something?
No, I picked this paper up somewhere else.
Okay, and then you called them, and then they called you.
They sent me an application I had to fill out. And at that time, they said you couldn't have but one member of the family would be accepted. So my sister and I tried, and so I got chosen.
So you went as the only member of your family. Your sister didn't go?
No, couldn't. They said you couldn't have but one.
But so now, did they tell you where you was going? I mean, how'd that happen?
Oh, okay. They sent us to school in Muskogee and trained us for a while.
Okay.
Then they sent us to Wichita, Kansas to work.
Right.
We got there, and Wichita said all they had were floor sweepers. So we said, no, we know we need to do that. So then they said, well, we have there's a workout in Washington. That's all they said. So you can go there. So we went back and we told the lady that was taking care of us, said, we're going to Washington. She said, oh, you're going to see the president. You're going to see the president. So he says, okay. So we went the next day. The guy says, I'm going to show you where you're going to go. He pulled out a map off of the board. He says, you're going to Seattle, Washington. And we had never heard of Seattle, Washington. So that's how I got out here to Seattle, Washington.
Now, did you drive out or
Oh, no,
train?
we came on the train.
Okay.
We came on the train, yes. And you had to, we had to pack our shoebox lunches because we knew we wasn't going to get any service on the train. We all came out with shoebox lunches.
Because you were black?
That's right.
Not because you were poor?
Well, I was both of those.
All right then, okay.
I was both of those, so anyway. So
but when you got to the northern side, did they serve you? Was it different there?
Well, I don't know. We had to have, in order to come out here, you had to have $25.
Okay.
To be able to buy your equipment to work in the shipyard.
Right.
So I was nearly about to spend that $25. And so I wouldn't have had money to buy anything off the train anyway.
Then they gave you lodging, place to stay.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we found everything like they said they would do. We had lodging off of 4th Avenue South in Carson Street. They had a place there.
Okay.
They did what they said they were going to do.
And how old were you then, roughly?
I must have been about 18.
So what was that like for you as a young teenager coming out here on your own?
Oh, man, I was so glad I was going to get a paycheck. I didn't worry about it. I was so glad to get a paycheck because actually they didn't have anything for us going in the summit there. There was nothing, like I said. The only thing was time to chop the cotton.
Right.
Then you had to wait to grow up and then
so there was no future, but it was always the same.
It's the same.
Okay.
It's the same.
Wow. And then what was it like when your first day on the job? Now, did you get assigned to Boeing immediately when you came?
Well, no. When I came here, there was no opening at Boeing at that time, so they had a little shop that they were training aviators to work. So they sent me out there, and so all I had to do was just sweep up and the aviators. I sweep it up and pile it, and then go. They said, you pile it here and you pile it there.
This is in Seattle.
Yeah, this is Seattle.
Yeah.
Boeing. So eventually Boeing had a spot for me inside the big building. And then what happened to that, I was ready to water. They sent me in training out to Harbor Island.
Oh.
Out in the water.
Oh, no.
So I took about 2 weeks of training in Harbor Island. That's
right. So that was different for you coming to Seattle, seeing all this water around here too.
We didn't have anything but the Arkansas River.
I see. Yeah.
We lived about 25 miles south of the Arkansas River, but
right.
you had to go back north
right.
to cross over the river.
Right.
And so that was the only water I knew about.
So how long did it take you to get adjusted to water?
Well, I wasn't concerned about that.
I
I was
see.
concerned about doing the job to get to keep the job.
Right.
But you know, I still don't care too much about it. A lot of people talking about a beautiful place out in the water.
I see.
It doesn't excite me at all.
So then you work. Now you have that picture you showed me of the black women at Boeing on the softball team.
Yes, yes.
So did you work with many of them too?
Oh, yes. I knew all of those girls. Yes, indeed. And quite a few. Two of them I know is still here. That's on the softball team.
Yeah.
The rest of them I don't know if what happened to them. But that's why I thought they were going to participate more with me with this Rosie stuff.
Right.
But so far I haven't been able to get.
So one of the things I want to do is maybe your granddaughter can help. See, I took a photograph of the